Okay, so I know I said I was gonna start at 9. Never done this before, so just going ahead and getting started now and making sure I can work out any issues. It's a little bit different than Facebook Live, where you can just click on there, go live, and it just does it. So I don't know. Anyways, wait for some people to come on, and I'm just gonna poke around here and see what I can see. As you guys come on, ping me, let me know you're there. It looks like since we're using Google Hangouts, there's it's like this chat interface here. So I've used Google Hangouts before for business. So I'm assuming it's just as easy as, doing like this test, test, test. And that should be about it. So hit me up in the chat. Let me know you guys are there. And we'll get started here shortly. I'll just be happy to see this work out because I don't know, there's a few other channels that I follow, and sometimes when they try and do these live streams, they either like crash and burn because it doesn't buffer well, or they just run into other issues and it usually cuts off. But it looks like got 10 viewers right now, 12 viewers. Awesome. So yeah, starting early. And that's about it. Ping me in the chat if you guys have that available. I have no idea what you guys are seeing, but hopefully you're seeing me holding this right here. Actually, I'm going to jump on my other laptop, switch YouTube accounts, and then see what I can see. I got like 5 of them. Let's see here. Ah, it's working. Cool. Okay, this is crazy. So this is weird. So I don't see anything in the chat over here, but I see it all streaming in here. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Sorry, I'm just completely new to this. Like I said, I usually do live on Facebook, which is much less complicated. So I was expecting to see your chats showing up in the Google Hangouts, but there's nothing showing up there. So let me just switch over to the other laptop and see what's going on here. All right, this is weird watching myself. I've got to switch accounts. This is strange. Let me see here. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, I see what I need to do now. Okay, and sorry guys, just be patient. I see you guys there. I just need to get over to where this thing is actually streaming at. Next time I have it better figured out. And all I need to see is the live chat. All right, here we go. Cool. All right, yep. Clean canteens, good stuff. Just got back from the gym, so I'm trying to rehydrate myself. So anyways, guys, the directions are pretty simple. If you just look at it here in the description, all you need to do to be entered into this is simply you need to be a subscriber to the channel, and you need to comment on the video. That is linked up here, which I'll just go ahead and put that in the chat so you guys have that available. And I figure, yeah, I mean, we're starting early, but this is scheduled to run for half an hour. So, you know, we'll just play it by ear. Maybe go till 9:30, maybe 9:20. I don't know. And enough people get a chance to jump on here and have an opportunity to win this. Argentina, what's up? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, it's really weird doing this on YouTube because the reach of people is completely different. Like when I do it on Facebook, it's just like a bunch of people you know, jumping in, usually in the US. But yeah, so yeah, I know, right? There's a there's just a lot of a lot of stuff back here. Yeah, and that's only a little bit of the stuff, you know, that I have. So you know, been doing this for a while. But are you still going to make a video on discrete weapon caching and doesn't involve barreling? You know, I need to. There's so much stuff on my plate that I need to do, and now that I'm moved my operation to Florida, I think I'm gonna have a lot more time to pump out videos. I'm trying to do about one a week. I'm going out on Friday to do something. So yeah, it's on the radar. What's up, Dane Cook? Subscriber for yes. What's up for a year? Ham Lopez. Hey, Road Giant. Yeah, you know, flags. I love them. Everybody always say they love this flag. It's pretty nice. You know, it's a nice twist on the "Don't Tread on Me," right? 2 a.m. in the UK. Wow, nice, nice. Well, hey, thanks for being awake. Yeah, that video would be nice. You know, I did a couple videos on caching a while back, and then yeah, I just kind of dropped that project. I need to pick that back up because I need to reestablish caching and all that kind of good stuff here in Florida because I've, you know, obviously moved the whole operation. 10:55 in Argentina. Wow. Or 22:55. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Thorsby. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's you know, I've gotten some pretty good feedback about the filter. You know, I like it, to be quite honest with you. Some people have said it's like a little bit complicated. I mean, to be honest with you, if you guys watch the video, which hopefully you are, because that's, and you're commenting because that's how you're going to get counted. It's, I didn't even read the directions, and I'm a guy, so I'm just like, yeah, I looked at the direction, I'm like, too confusing. I'm just going to go ahead and play around with myself. And it's pretty self-explanatory, you know, with the pieces, how they just, you know, disconnect, connect, and that's really about it. There's still a little bit of water in here. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much to it. So let me just give you guys a quick heads up on everything that we're doing for the giveaway here. Obviously, you know, completely put together with all three filters, the Move 1 through the Move 3. This is the pump right here. You can obviously, if you guys saw the video, you can break this apart a little bit and attach this to here, and then you have the pump filter set up. So you get this. You also get this large bag, which can kind of be worn like a backpack. Actually, I should have mentioned that in the video. I kind of noticed it after the fact. And, you know, you can basically, I don't know, it's huge. Look at that. There's a ton of space in there. So you can literally put the filter in there, all the different pieces and parts, and then more, right? So you get that. You get the gravity bag, right? You guys saw that in the video. I didn't demo it. It's kind of self-explanatory. It comes with the hose attachment that you guys saw, and then there's this there's a tote bag, which I imagine would be good for, you know, just transport this kind of broken down a little bit. Nothing crazy. You'll also get the water bottle, right, that you guys saw in the video, where you can attach a filter inside if you're and drink directly. So you get all that. I think hold on. I think I still got the packaging over here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So this is what it looks like when you get it in the mail, right? It comes in this packaging, and you know, it's pretty nice packaging. You know, it shows different ways to use the filter, all the different options. You know, you see the inline right there, pump, gravity system, and then there's the water bottle. And yeah, you can actually, I think Don't quote me on this, but I believe you can detach this and break this up somehow so you can actually connect it directly out to maybe like a 16-ounce, like water bottle and drink directly. And yeah, that's about it. And then of course it has a breakdown of everything that each filter does, right? So this is what it looks like when you get it in the mail. And the way the giveaway is going to work is whoever wins this will get this shipped directly to them from the manufacturer. So that's how that's going to work. And that's pretty much about it. Let me see what's going on here. I got to figure out a better way to manage the actual video with the chat. Let me see here if I can split these windows a little bit, make that a little easier to manage. Yeah, it is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, very, very self-explanatory. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. South Florida, awesome. Yeah, it's great to be back in Florida. I used to live here way back in the day, went in the Marine Corps, and then circle back, come back and forth, and now I'm here for good, which is awesome. Like, if your hands are semi-frozen, do you have to worry about breaking it? I have no idea. I've used it since I've filmed the video. I've used it a couple times, and first time around using it, I will be honest with you, it took about maybe about 20 to 30 pumps to really get the air out of the line and get the water flowing. But once that was going on, it's pretty. It's a pretty smooth action, So, I don't think you need a lot of dexterity or finesse in order to use the pump. You see, I can just kind of up, down. There's not much to it. So if your hands were semi-frozen, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal. But I probably won't ever be able to test that here in Florida. I should think about giving away a knife. All right, cool. What about that, right? LMF2, I love this thing. This is my second one. Gerber has such a badass warranty. I broke their first one, and they had no questions asked policy, and they just sent me a new one. So, and that was broken like after a serious amount of abuse. But yeah, knife giveaway, not a bad idea. Hoorah! Yes. Yeah. The filter is good to go. Nice. I had a pump version before that. Pump rod bent. Yeah. The only other pump filters I've used way back in the day were Katadyn, and those things. The quality is just astronomical. So time will tell with this. Hopefully I don't run into that issue though. Right. Yeah. So the pump. Absolutely. So check this out. So you just basically just unscrew it, and then you got that right there. I don't know how well you guys can see inside there, but there's really nothing in there. There's just a plunger, the rod. The rod's pretty thick. There's a little seal right there, and I'll give you guys a look inside that. Yeah, pretty simple. I like things that are simple, less moving parts, less reason for them to break. So that's kind of what that looks like in the inside. And then of course, for the actual filters, if you want to talk about flushing them out, you can definitely do that as well. So not a big deal. And I tell you, to be honest with you, I was talking to one of my friends who's former Special Air Service, and he was telling me, said, when it comes to what manufacturers say is the maximum, like filtration, like the MOVE 3 filters up 90 gallons, the hollow fiber, which is this one right here, filters up to 100,000. It can go a lot longer than that. So, we're talking a filter system that is going to last you for pretty much forever, right? Yeah, the Sawyer is great. Don't get me wrong. It's around here somewhere. I got like 2 or 3 of them. The advantage to this one, though, is obviously the fact that you have the activated carbon right here, and then the nanolum, which is going to filter out all the heavy chemicals and things of that nature. But usually, if you're operating any sort of semi-urban environment, you're going to have to deal with that. What do I use general for bush, or what do you use for general bushcraft? Axe, yes. Hold on a second, actually. Hold on one second. All right, so bushcraft wise, I have a cold steel rifleman's hawk that I modified heavily. which is kind of my favorite go-to. The head is a little light, so I wouldn't suggest trying to just go after like little thick oak trees with it, but it works. Because you just have to be cognizant of the fact that it is a light head, so it's not going to, you're gonna put a lot of effort into chopping down larger trees with it. But to be quite honest with you, that's great, but the Sven bow saw is literally my go-to for pretty much any sort of wood processing. This thing is just incredible. Good stuff. What is the retail on the filters? The retail on this, last time I checked, is $159 because you get so many different options for setup and configuration. You're basically buying like 3 filters in one. Yeah, no doubt. The South Houston area. Yeah, I can only imagine, even here in Jacksonville, or even back in Nashville, huge built up urban areas, you're talking like 1 million people in the metro. So yeah, stuff like this comes in real handy. Could I talk about MRE? Yeah, what's to talk about? I got one. Hold on. I got the good one too. This is the chicken chunks, right? Good stuff. MREs are great because if you think about it, you're packing your bug out bag, right? And you're thinking, I used to think along the lines like, yeah, I'm going to stop and have a meal. I'm going to cook up this and do that, this whole kind of concept. And if you think about it, you want something that's really quick. You want something that you don't have to put any thought and effort into it. You don't have to start a fire to cook it. So therefore you don't have a smoke signature. It has a built-in heater. So therefore you don't have the smell of cooking food or anything like that. And if, let's say you don't have time to do any of that, you can just open up the pouch and just eat it. It's good for that capacity. That's why I like to have at least one. Not bad. Yes, it is. As a one-time purchase, before, I've never even heard of this before until they contacted me, because the same guy who is the contact for Renovo is a contact for 3V Gear. So I had already had an established relationship with 3V Gear, and he contacted me, showed me this. I'm like, holy crap, I can't believe that. That's freaking awesome, right? So it was awesome to have an opportunity to use that. What do I use for water storage? So I have, gosh, if you guys could see this, I got like bins of gear over here. So for water storage, it's either going to be like, just on the go. I love the stainless steel World War II issue canteen. And then for larger storage, I have a collapsible like water canteens. It's like a 2-liter one. Then I just have some other different options. I think I'm trying to remember the company. Oh, right. MSR has like a large pouch. I think it's called the Dramedy, reference to a camel, right? And that's something that I use to transport water in too. And then of course with this system, you got the 10-liter tote bag, right? So hey, there's another form of water storage depending on how you want to use it. No, the filter is not heavy. Weight on the filter is, oh man, I'm trying to remember where it is on here. I said it in the video. I'm about 99% sure it's like less than 2 pounds for the entire system. It was like close to 2 pounds. The video. Yes, it covers everything. Literally all different types of viruses. It covers heavy metals, chemicals, Giardia, E. coli, cholera, protozoan cyst viruses, hepatitis A, polio, typhoid, and more. So yeah, you're covered for everything if you put all components of the filter together in one package, right? Yeah. I mean, the food is different, absolutely. Tea and biscuits definitely sounds good for breakfast. Eggs with bacon, I mean, it's a trade-off. I can go with either. If I'm trying to watch my weight, which I need to do, I'd probably be better off going with some tea and eggs, to be honest with you. Yeah, the World War II canteens, can't go wrong with them. You don't, you just fill it up with water, put it beside the fire. and let it boil, and you're good to go. What's retail on the water filter? The one that we're talking about here is 160. Yes, the Urban Survival Series. So I got some good stuff coming up in the works. There's actually a lot of there's a really cool ship here that's docked that was it's called the Arctic Discovery or Arctic Ranger. I can't remember exactly. But anyways, being here in Florida allows me access to a completely different urban environment, including ships and abandoned ships. So I'm working on getting a permit to go on one of these ships and just kind of check it out and see what type of option that might serve as just, you know, kind of a shelter spot. So Florida's definitely a lot different, but a lot of different opportunities. So I'm going to be doing an urban survival series here as well. More of what is Row Giant One. Yeah, no, free is always good. Hey, what's up, Prepping to Endure? So yeah, it is just, let me see, let me get, oh, you guys are hitting up the video good too. Awesome. Outstanding. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. You know, it's, I tell you, I found that, that with YouTube, you definitely have to, look at different ways to you know, to get the channel out there. And I learned with Facebook, doing the live feeds brought a lot of attention. Of course, everybody loves giveaways, so I figured I'd try out this as well, you know, because you know, we're sitting at, you know, about 12,000 subs right now, but goal for 2018, I'd love to break 15,000. You know, I'm pulling in about 250 a month, but I want that number to crank up a lot. So hopefully doing more of these live YouTube giveaways, and then just Q&As and stuff like that, you know, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, like there's a couple things I actually want to ask you guys about. So hopefully more of these will bring in more subscribers, more interaction, and just as better, and you know, vice versa in a live format. So the full filter system will fit in a Condor modular hydration carrier. Yeah, yeah, I don't see why not. Folding cot or climate sleeping pad. Climate sleeping pads are awesome. If you can get one, I hear they're very durable. Right now, I have a Thermarest ridge top that I use, which is pretty good. But the climates are supposed to really be good and actually lighter than the Thermarest. Don't want to know what the more is with everything you've already listed. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they said that, you know, and more. So viruses, all those viruses and more. So I mean, I don't know, it pretty much covers you, I guess, if you wanted to like head over to Africa and drink out of a, you know, some hellhole water source over there, you probably want to die. Probably what I'm thinking. Any right, favorite EDC knife, favorite bushcraft knife. Man, that's a tough one. A Spyderco Tenacious on a daily basis. It's my favorite EDC. For the field, I love my Ontario Rat one. I know it looks like absolute garbage. I've had this thing for years. My biggest gripe was all the finish like flaking off of it, but to be honest with you, it's just a great blade, and I use it all the time when I go out in the woods. So that's that. Favorite bushcraft knife, my Ontario Rat 5. Love it, and it's still, you know, it has the same issue with this, with some of the, you know, paint flecking off, but overall a great knife. And then of course the LMF2, which performs quite well. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a toss up. I've had the Condor Bush Lore, also a really good knife, more of a classy design with the wood handle. Everything though full tang, with the exception of this, which is, I think the tang stops about right there. Any new items in the Vulture kit? Yeah, you know, I've gotten rid of the lockpick set. I tried my hand lockpicking and I suck. Period. I just suck. So I replaced the lockpicks with some bump keys, which seem to be more successful, and switched up a few little odds and ends here and there. Not any huge changes. It's something I definitely need to look at again and go over part 2. Yes, another bug out bushcraft camp. Yes. So I have in the video you saw for the water filter, that is where I'm going to build my next shelter site. So I've reconned that twice. filmed out there twice, and it looks like it's going to be a perfect spot. So that's going to be a completely different type of shelter, being that I'm in Florida, right? And yeah, Austin, he's definitely going to come out with me again. He came out with me the first time, and I tried to film it, but funny thing was that I forgot I was in Florida, so I forgot that pretty much everything is swamp. So we're going through a swampy area, and I literally went down to my hips in swamp, and it was quite an interesting experience. So I'm gonna have to find a little safer spot to take him out of, because I don't want to lose him in the swamps. Yeah, without a doubt. So for the kit there would be better for bottles and canteens. Actually, the Sawyer is good for hydration packs, but like in the video, as I didn't really fully illustrate, but kind of showed you, these work in line with your hydration hose, right? Or your water bladder or whatever. So yeah, you can use a Sawyer for that. Definitely is designed for inline with like a water bottle, like what we have right here. So yeah, for sure. Hey, how's it going? Yes. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you before commenting on the channel. Kaylin, did I say that right? Hopefully. Sorry if I didn't. Any Beckers, I've heard a lot of good things about them, haven't had a chance to use them. 2 LMF2s, yeah, I know, right? I mean, the price is like ridiculous. I mean, what is it, like $70 for everything you get there? And you actually get a like really good sheath, which is rare, in a knife of that price range. Had the window open for 2 hours. That's awesome, man. Yeah, man, you were the first one in. Lockpick gun is easy. My grandfather actually, cool little bit of like information. He served 40 years in various branches of the U.S. military, and also did 17 years in the CIA and served over in Vietnam. I actually have the embassy seal to the back gate that he brought home with AK holes in it. But anyways, make a long story short, he had a whole bunch of lock picking devices and stuff like that from what he did in the CIA, and he did have a lockpick gun. So it's something that's on my radar. Thanks for reminding me. I appreciate that. yeah, exactly. No, that's an excellent lockpick. Oh man, the USMC Eureka tent, that's a little bit of coin to spend. Excellent tent. I would probably keep that more so for cold weather, and just use it kind of like just the basic lean-to tarp that you usually see me go with for spring summer conditions. All right, Woodland Cowboy. As long as you commented on the video, you're good to go. You're counted. Does that bottle come in the original kit? It does. Yeah. So everything that you guys see back here, if you can, hopefully you can see that, okay, or something like that. Yeah. So everything you see back there is what you get, and the bottle is definitely on the menu. Oscam, literally, this pattern is so flexible in so many different environments, and it works great for cold weather because it's easy to layer under, and works great for hot weather too. So you can't go wrong with it. I do, however, also have classic DPM smock, which I also love. So smock's just a great piece of kit. If you don't have one, you got to pick up one. So the force is great, but I tell you, you can learn a lot of good skill sets just from being in the area that you're in. I don't know where you live, Kaylin, but the best thing I can give you in terms of advice is put your address into Google Earth, and once you see, that little marker pointing out where you're at, switch over to topo mode, and you'll probably see a lot of forested areas just in your general vicinity that might be worth checking out. That's how kind of I got into the whole urban survivalish kind of stuff. No, I got you, bro. Deep survival. Yep, I hear you. Yeah, Rebel Boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, that was my first attempt at it, so looking back now, it's kind of amateur, but yeah, man, jump on it, man. Do it. Yeah, no problem, Tam. All right, so it's 9:17. We're gonna run this, I don't know, maybe another 5 minutes. Let me check and see how the activity's going on the video. Make sure you guys um, go comment on the video. That's literally how you're gonna get counted, because I have no other way to you guys are coming in so quick on the chat. The only way I really have a good way to track you guys is if you comment on the video and obviously say something about the giveaway. Hey, I'm here for free stuff. Drive that interaction. It makes it much easier for me to count you guys. I'm going to do the giveaway live, so we'll run this for another 5 minutes, and then I probably won't be talking and running my mouth as much, because I'm just going to be looking through here, taking usernames, putting them in the random that I use, and picking out one winner. So that's how that's going to work. 10 years old. Wait a minute, Rebel Boy. What? You're 12? Are you serious? Started bushcraft 2 years ago at 10 years old. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. City parks are great. City parks are great. There's lots of stuff you can do in city parks if you can find a nice little quiet spot to duck out. You can set up a shelter. You can easily use a stove that doesn't, like an alcohol burning stove. Lots of stuff you can do. So you don't necessarily have to break into the whole bushcrafting in order to get some skill sets and knowledge. Berkeley system at camp. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to use it. Heard good things about it though. What type of fire pit are you gonna? That's a good question. I've had more than a few people say I was going to burn down my shelter with where that was located, but it must have just been an angle with the camera, because I never had any issues and it worked fine. So I'll probably go with the same type of fire pit lined with stones. I might go with the Dakota fire hole just to try that out, and maybe just kind of play around with it. I don't know yet. We'll see. It'll definitely be a little different because we are in Florida and it's a very sandy environment. So there's not a ton of rocks around. So that's going to kind of dictate how I do the fire pit. So struggle to get that. No, I feel you. Awesome. Good job, Cheshire. Awesome. Yeah. Man, Rebel Boy, that's great. That's awesome. I have not read the Going Home series. All right, Deep Survival, man. As long as you're counting the video, you're definitely, or sorry, as long as you commented on the video, you're counted. And let me just repeat that. Comment on the video, guys. You cannot be counted unless you comment on the video. Period. Yeah, thanks for the plug. I appreciate that. Definitely. Thanks, Deep Survival. Trail. You ran the entire trail? Oh my God. Yeah. I'm not on that level, but that sounds good. Yeah, without a doubt, Kaylin. Yes, absolutely. South Florida, what area? Medic bag. So, hold on. So something like this, right? This is a Voodoo tactical medic bag. It's kind of a modernized version of the U.S. military M3 medic bag, but you can see it has a nice ability to kind of organize the different types of medical gear that you have. So this is something, I'm ready to hit the road in my vehicle, and I don't know when I'm coming back or whatever. I'm going to take this in my vehicle. So this kind of stays at home with me for use if anything goes wrong at the house, or I can toss this in my vehicle very easily. Or if you're just out in the field, it's going to be a IFAC, right? And that's kind of how you want to break it up. You're never going to have like one medical kit to serve all your different types of scenarios. You want to break that up a little bit. Pack, yes. So I have actually have a snug pack poncho and a snug pack sleeping bag. I've not checked out their tents yet though, but heard good stuff about them. 11 days. That's awesome. That's awesome. What did you do for food? You said that you ran it. Like, what did you eat? Just curious. What would you use in a first aid kit for school? School. First thing I would focus on is trauma basics, because school shootings and crazy stuff like that. I would probably try and cover that first, and then build yourself out just a basic boo-boo kit. Bandages, 2x2s, 4x4, gauze pads, medical tape. Oh, Palm Beach. Gotcha. Yes, it is the one from my video. Yes, it is. Yes. Leader first aid kit. Never heard of that. As long as it provides you with the kind of stuff that I just rattled off, then it's good to go. Snug packed, yeah, their tarps are really nice. You want to make sure that when you pick the tarp, um, it has a lot of different attachment points to it and a lot of different ways to configure it. What I mean by that is, let's see, do I have? Hold on one sec. So like what I mean by that is this tarp that I have right here, right? It has just, lots of different attachment points. I have a spot here where I can run a pole, and it has a lot of different options for setting it up in different configurations versus just a lean-to. So this is made by EverQuest, by the way. I haven't done a review on it yet, but that's, if you want to look for tarp options, those guys are definitely worthwhile to check out. 3 days worth of food. Nice. That's good stuff. Yeah. That sounds like the trips I used to do with my parents, where we would go, we'd hike part of the Appalachian Trail, and we would get resupply like that from my grandparents. But no, that sounds good. Also the Basha is really good because it can also double as a stretcher in a pinch. I also have a video on that as well if you want to check that out. But you have to see our dog videos. I tell you, the medical kit is something that I put together, and I need to revisit it. Absolutely. Channel to check out if you guys are looking for some input on that. Also, can't remember the guy's name. Skinny Medic, also a good channel. All right, guys. So it is 9:24. I'm going to go ahead and look here in the comments. Bear with me while I do that and see who the winner is. Let's see here. And so how this is going to work is whoever I pick out for the winner is going to simply drop me an email, right? And my email address is admin@thesurvivaloutpost.com. So whoever the winner is, whoever is picked, simply email me there, and with your shipping information, I will forward that on to the manufacturer. Get your prize. So, let's see what we got going on for comments. And for anybody who's just jumped on or who didn't hear me say this, in order for you to be counted in this giveaway, I'm going to give everybody like another minute. You've got to go comment on the video that I have linked up in the description of this stream. That is vital because I can't keep track of everybody in the live chat. It's not possible. Having drinking days, I need this. Nice. Oh, wow, you guys have been busy. Cool. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. Well, one plus side for you guys who actually have commented, I haven't got as many comments as I would prefer. I would prefer more comments, but that works out good for you guys because it's a much smaller pool for the random name generator thingy to pick out of. So, hey, I want more comments. You guys probably want less. But anyways, in order for you guys to be counted, you've got to comment on the video. Let me go ahead and put a link in there real quick to that, and we will keep on rolling here. By the way, how's the lighting in here? I have no idea, but many lights as possible. Probably looks a little grainy. So that's the video you guys got to click on and comment on. The email address is admin@thesurvivaloutpost.com. Lighting's good? All right, sweet. All right, let me run this and see what we got going on here. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna copy and paste everybody. So here we go. Next time I need to have some music queued up or something to play while I do this. Keep everybody entertained. All right, so take everybody who's commented, copy and paste in the Notepad++, and chop out all the BS. Nathan Jones got you counted. Devin Elliott, Luke B, Rebel Boy, Road Giant 1, of course, I got you counted. You've been waiting around for like hours. Killer Ducks got you. Cheshire Cat got you. Thor's Beat got you too. Ken, Becky, you've been counted. Tam Lopez got you. I'm Benny. Got it. Wayne Vowell got you. Indie Space counted. And what else we got here? We got a few more. Jay Watterson 69. You've been counted. Jim Erickson counted. And the Shanester. So we've had a grand total of 17 people comment on the video. So that's good for you guys, right? So here we go. I'm gonna pick a random name out of this list. Sorry, I'm going slow. My this is like my good laptop, you know, with the SSD in it and the 32 gigs of RAM. This other one, not so good. A little slow. All right, here we go. Pick a random name. Who's it gonna pick? Who did we pick? Go. What's going on here? Okay. Winner is the Shanester. The Shanester. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello. Shanester. You might have missed commenting. I don't know. But that is who's won. The Shanester. So I'm going to give you a minute. Oh, it is what it is. So yes, congrats to the Shanester. Listen, Shanester, my email address, I need you to email me, okay? admin@thesurvivaloutpost.com, okay? That's what I will contact the manufacturer tomorrow with that information, and you will get a beautiful Eclipse water filter, right? That's it, guys. The Shanester, you got to email me, bro. Let me go ahead and, before I cut out, let me make sure that we have the email address. If for any reason I don't get your email or whatever the case is, you can always go to the website, thesurvivaloutpost.com, and you go to the contact page, and all you got to do is literally say, hey, this is my username. You said I won. Why haven't you responded to my email? What the hell is going on? Get back to me, okay? But yeah, email me right now, and I will pass that information on to Renovo Water Filter, and they will take care of you. So thanks a lot, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to try and do this more often, and everybody have a good night. Peace.